Hello YouTube, I'm Maddie Rio and this is the beginning of my weight loss journey and the start of my healthy lifestyle. I would like to invite as many of you to take on this challenge in actual time. Get ready to take on 2018. So I would like to start off by talking a little bit about myself. From the very beginning, I have always struggled with depression, body image, self-esteem, anything related to appearance and shyness. It's always been in the back of my mind. I have gone up and down the scale many times. The heaviest I've ever been has been about 180, almost 200 pounds. But that was as a teenager, which I hadn't exactly reached my my adult height. So for having less height, much heavier set, it was a very big struggle growing up. I didn't have many friends, and I didn't have a lot of self-esteem. I have always struggled also with emotional eating, such as stress eating. I eat when I'm sad, I eat when I'm happy even. It's always been a problem, and it's something that I would like to take on. I need to find self-control, especially when it comes to sweets. Sweets have always calmed me down. They have always been my go-to when it comes to depression. And it has made my weight fluctuate a lot. Right now, I'm not really sure exactly how much I weigh, but I'm not going to really focus on numbers in terms of that. I want to focus more on how I see my body in front of the mirror, how I feel, most importantly. I want to have a elevated level of energy and just feel lightweight and ready to go each and every morning. So that is something that I'm going to be taking into account. When I made this challenge, it's a 10-week challenge. I wanted to include as many things, as many factors as I possibly could to guide me towards the path to a healthy lifestyle. Now, this isn't a 10-week challenge that I'm going to do as a diet. This is something that I'm going to do as a change of lifestyle. And it's the way that you have to think, or you're not going to get results that last. That is the honest truth, and anybody that has gone into weight loss knows that. Like, you have to change your lifestyle if you want results that will last you a lifetime. So with this 10-week challenge, every week I'm going to be changing an aspect of my life that affects the level of health of my body and my mind. It's very important to have both physical and mental health. I have struggled with a lot of mental health issues, like I said, depression, as well as headaches. I tend to get tension headaches from all the stress, whether it be at work or just things I'm unhappy about, things that don't work out. Even things like this channel, like this is something that I wanted to talk about and to create, because it's a challenge more to myself to see that I can do it, and that it can be rather successful. So to get back on the topic of the 10-week challenge, week 1, for example, is going to be the steps I need to take to increase my fat loss and excess body fluids. Week 2 is going to focus more on muscle buildup, how I can tone my body, become more lean and more energized by combining both cardio and weight training. And then week 3, we're going to focus on our mental health, how we can lower our stress levels, get better sleep, maintain a positive attitude. things that just affect your overall mental health. Week 4, we're going to be focusing on the integumentary system, which basically is going to be our hair, nails, and skin. Just steps to take to have a healthier, youthful appearance for the biggest organ of your body, which is the skin. Week 5, we're going to be focusing on the digestive part of our body. I have struggled with digestive issues my entire life. It's something that I want to fix. It's something that I want to just have a little more control over. Week 6, we're going to focus on cardiovascular health. I don't know where my triglyceride levels are. I have no idea what my cholesterol levels are. This is something that I need to get on to see if I'm, if I have a healthy heart, if I have good blood chemistry, and just overall cardiovascular health. Week 7, we're going to be focusing on the health of our mouth. When it comes to teeth, gums, tongue, you want to make sure that that's always healthy, because it can definitely impact other parts of your body. And of course, there's always the physical aspect of it and the odor aspect of it. You want to make sure you have a clean mouth. Week 8, we're going to be focusing on the filtration and detoxification organs. That's going to be your kidneys and liver, as well as the urinary system. And it's just overall, I think, one of the most important aspects to concentrate on, because it's basically what the body's mechanisms are to detoxify and to get rid of things that you just absolutely don't want, and they reduce your youthful appearance. So it's something that I want to definitely focus on. Week 8, we're going to be focusing on sex organs, the health of those sex organs, getting tested, making sure that levels of pH levels are good. Fluid chemistry, even though it sounds gross, you have to take care of that. Whether you're a man or a woman, you must take care of those organs. And then week 10 is going to be, we're going to focus on social and psychological aspects. You wanna have a good standing with yourself and other people, not to get confused with trying to impress people and trying to fit in as a superficial aspect. No, it's more like improving your ability to interact with people, your ability to just break out of your shell and socialize in a more comfortable manner, a manner that is comfortable for you, and just be able to break out of that shell. Okay, so now comes the fun part, the part where I'm going to be updating you every week. What has changed? The way it's going to be is that every week is going to build off the previous week. So week 1, the things that I do for week 1 are going to be continued throughout week 2, week 3, week 4, and so on. And I'm going to do that with each and every challenge. So by the end of the 10 weeks, I'm going to have changed all 10 aspects of my life that I feel most affect people in general, and especially me, just to see how it has affected me as a whole, and to see if there's things I need to change, to see if there's things I need to tweak a little bit. But for the most part, they're going to be permanent changes that I do with my lifestyle, so that I can achieve these results and continue to see them as I mature and I age. I'm also going to be adding more videos on the structure of each video. Each video is going to have a more scientific tone to it. I don't want to scare you off with that. It doesn't mean it's going to be right out of a textbook and you're not going to, have fun with it. No, it's going to definitely be a fun experience. It's going to be more people friendly, but I feel like people need to understand what it is that they're actually doing. When you hear, you know, somebody say, hey, you need to lower the amount of sugar if it is that you want to lose weight, well, why is that? Why do you have to do certain things to achieve certain results? What is behind that? It's very important to understand that, so that you're able to come up with your own way of doing things that work for you, because everybody is different, and that is something that we all know and understand. So you have to take advice very relatively. It just depends on how it affects you, and in, you know, there is the scientific part of it, which affects us in general, but you also have to take that into consideration. So by knowing how, you know, each thing affects you down to the molecule, then you're able to see the differences between, well, is this actually affecting, is this sugar actually affecting me in this way, or is it affecting me in a different way? Same thing with a protein, or artificial sweeteners, whatever it may be. It's very important to see that scientifically. I really want to encourage as many people to subscribe to this channel. I know that YouTube is saturated with anything you can think of. It's saturated, but I want to have this be a challenge for everyone, and anybody that's frustrated with their weight or their body image or their mental state can absolutely join this. It doesn't matter what size you are. It doesn't matter how old you are. I think that if it's something that you really want to take control of, you can absolutely do it. And by joining this, it's going to be more of a motivation to see each and every week what kind of results I get, and what kind of results you could get if you tune in and take the same steps. Of course, like I said, each and everybody is very different, and you have to take that into account. You have to also think about anything that you might be allergic to, any kind of safety warning that you have to think about. Take that into consideration. I am by no means a doctor or even a dietitian, nutritionist. This is my personal experience. I have 3 years in 3 years of college in biology, and unfortunately I had to give that up a while back due to economic circumstances as well as personal circumstances. But it's something that I'm really passionate about. I absolutely love biology, and I love health, and I love fitness, and I want to encourage as many of you to follow me with that journey. I really need to know how to feel more comfortable with the camera. I tend to say a lot of ums, and I tend to sound very serious. I promise you that I am going to have a much more happy outlook as I make more videos, and as I get more comfortable with the camera, and as I let my mind just, you know, say what it wants to actually say instead of sounding like a robot. I really hope that it's something that can happen as soon as possible, because I want this to become something that I see a lot of interaction in. I want people to get involved, and I want people to ask me things. You know, if people start criticizing me, that's them. I tended to react to criticism in a very negative way before, but I don't think it's gonna affect me during this video series, honestly. But I would definitely like feedback. I would like any kind of comment that you'd like to leave. Encourage other people to join, share, subscribe, like, comment. Like I said, feel free. I really hope everybody and anybody that actually wants to see results joins this, and we can definitely, you know, become a community. I would like for as many of you to follow me along this journey in actual time. Why is this so hard? Why? How is it so hard?